Hi friends, today I'm going to show you 8 simple lettering techniques that you can add to your artwork or if you ever want to make cards or kind notes for others. So I'm just going to be using some markers and a thick and thin Sharpie, but you could use whatever materials you'd like. So for the first one, I'm taking a marker and just writing the word art in thick uppercase letters. Then I'm going to take my thick Sharpie and add a shadow on the right edge of each letter and underneath each edge. So just a thick black line on the right sides and the undersides of each letter, which gives it a shadow effect. For my second word, I'm going to start with my thick black Sharpie and again write the word art in uppercase letters. I'm then going to take my thin Sharpie and draw 3 outlines on the left side of each letter. This will create floating shadows. You could also do this with a pen or a sharpened colored pencil. Now, as we're looking at these techniques, I just want to remind you that it's okay if you make mistakes. These don't need to be perfect. Mine are not perfect. This is just a great way to be creative and add some fun details to your artwork. For our next technique, I'm going to begin by using my thin Sharpie to write the word art in bubble letters. I will then pick a marker and I'm going to go around each letter using dots. These dots are going to be closer together and overlapping up against the letter and then spread out as they get further away. So this technique is called Pointillism since we're using dots, and the white of the inside of the letters will be left over so that just the negative space reads the word art. For my next technique, I'm going to begin like the first one, where I am writing the word art with a marker. I'm then going to take my thin Sharpie and add diagonal lines to the right and bottom edge of each letter. This is a technique called hatching, where you put diagonal lines close together to create a shadow. This next technique uses a light marker and a darker marker to create a two-toned word. So you can write the word however you'd like with a lighter color. Then you're going to take a darker color and simply go over it either on the top half or the bottom half. And if you'd like, you could then add some pointillism dots above it as well. Next, I'm going to repeat that technique again, except this time I'm going to put the darker color on the top half to see how that looks. All right, on our 7th technique, I am going to start by drawing the bubble letters for art with my thin Sharpie. I'm then going to just fill each one with a different pattern, so you can use lines, polka dots, or any other patterns that you choose. Okay, and for our 8th and final technique, I'm going to do a 2-for-1. So I'm starting out with a marker, writing the word art in a lighter color. Then I'm going to take my thin Sharpie and just put a pattern on the inside to give it some interest. For mine, I'm just doing a pattern of line, dot, all the way through. Next, I'm going to trace around my word with a bumpy line, and I'm going to add a shadow by thickening each line on the left side of the bumps. All right, so here's the 8 techniques. I hope you can give some of these a try. And here's just a couple examples that I've used on inspirational notes for some of my friends. Have a great day.